What's going on, guys? Ron with Weber Chevrolet and iSellCorvettes.com. Start this video off a little differently. Start with a disclaimer. The opinions and views expressed in this video are those of my own, not of Weber Chevrolet or of General Motors. Now we got that legality out of the way. Got to say, I wasn't expecting the news we got today on Z06 that sales or allocations would be based on last 3 model years of sales of 3LT trim level Stingrays. I don't believe I'm the only one. I don't think it's just dealers that are slightly upset by this, especially smaller dealers that don't have every one of their customers ordering 3LTs, the top trim level. We'll get through it like normal, but I guess my irritation is we've had lots of 2LTs go out for more money than a 3LT cost, but they're basing Z06 allocations on one specific trim level of a Stingray. That, in many people's opinion, wasn't worth the upgrading cost. Again, that's going to be a different view than many others have, but the vast majority of our sales, I know, were 2LT trim level. And if customers ask me if I would choose a 2LT or a 3LT, I'd be honest with them and tell them I choose a 2LT. I could pay $1,500 then for the GT2 seats. It wasn't important to me to have Alcantara trim and all the other stuff. And most people just didn't see the value in going to a 3LT unless they wanted custom stitching or something that required them to go to a 3LT. So the vast majority of people that ordered a 3LT from us, it was due to wanting something specific they could only get if they went to a 3LT. So yeah, it's a little frustrating, I would say. A bit of a challenge to figure out how you can compete with the big boys when there wasn't a lot of justification for many people to go to a 3LT trim level. So if we didn't know on the upfront that our only option of getting the Z06s was to force sell 3LTs onto people, which is not something anybody that waited a year to get their car, a year and a half to get their car, sure didn't want to be forced into a trim level they didn't even want, just to help the dealer get Z06 allocations in the future. So I'm not sure if anybody knew that this is how GM was going to do this. But yeah, I guess you can sense a little frustration here. It's I think it's not fair to the customers, people that have been waiting on a list like mine for years to get a Z06, and now to get the news today that if I didn't sell enough 3LTs over the last 3 years, I'm not going to get the allocation of other dealers. It's not based on my Corvette sales in general. It's based on one specific trim level. Yeah, frustrating. Pretty much all I got. I guess the other frustration was that all this hype of everybody thinking the Z06 allocations were coming out today, they didn't. That didn't really upset me. But then we got no allocations at all for Corvette. So I'm not sure if there's going to be another cycle. Not sure what's going on with this. I need to read the information, I guess, a little clearer, but I'm getting ready to take my kids camping and going to take a couple of days off from it all, and then gather my thoughts and reevaluate where we're at on Monday and see if there's any changes to this program. I don't know if other dealers are going to have anything to say about it, or other customers, or if there's going to be any rethinking in the stance. I'm just not really sure where this decision came from to penalize dealers on Z06s that sold Corvettes but didn't sell all 3LTs. I guess we're going to see how this turns out. I may be overthinking it today, and if that's the case and it doesn't end up affecting us much at all, I'll send out another video retracting all this frustration. But again, challenges to face. We've been dealing with that with the C8 from literally day one. So we'll just keep pushing through like we always have. As always, thanks for listening to this little rant and frustration, and I'm going to go enjoy my weekend off. If you guys have any comments, by all means, shoot them down below. Thanks for watching, guys.